What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, but with another market watch today. Before I begin, I'm actually just about to head out to the South Carolina regionals. I'm gonna go pick up my rental car, and then we're just gonna shoot out over there. And I got my bags packed. I'm gonna be posting a bunch of pictures on Instagram from leaving from here to the rental car agency over to the regionals and back. So if you guys want to follow that journey, once again, click the link down below. It's my Instagram. Also, when you travel as much as I do, you do a little travel baggie filled with a bunch of stuff like, you know, Q-tips and stuff like that, and also deodorant. You guys gonna want to bring that, please bring deodorant. But if you are traveling, this is something I highly recommend. You put a bunch of your amenities in it, and you're pretty much good to go. It's actually really useful. But yeah, one thing, guys, I'll definitely post a bunch of pictures of me heading down to the regions. I already have my deck list done up. I already have my clothes already. Got to put my bag to pack up and heading down. All pictures will be on Instagram. So if you don't do anything for the weekend, or maybe you are do something for the weekend, and you want to see what's going on with your fellow Paisano, guys, I'm gonna be down there running around playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Having a real great time. So I would love it if you guys follow me on Instagram. Links will be down below, like I said. No material coming out of Dark Neostorm. So I think, okay, so when this card first came out, I really didn't like it. I felt like this card was too slow. I felt like the requirements of the card was too steep. And I felt like anytime you really activate this card, you didn't get as much value as you really wanted to, or ideally what you really want. Well, looking at no material right now, I think it's really good. We're in a weird meta in which we have a lot of tempo decks. A lot of decks that just play mid-range, which is you want to pass turn 3, and you want to play like you're playing in turn 1 with your same setup, same combos. And we're seeing a lot of people play cards like Artifact Sanctum, Artifact Lancia, to stop these kind of combos, to stop these dead in their tracks, to drop a card on you and go, you're not doing nothing. My go, and then I'm gonna try to murder your face. And if you drop your little blowout card, I'm not gonna be able to do anything. And then you're gonna try to murder, and we're gonna go back and forth until one of us goes, yeah, I got nothing. Go ahead, have fun and kill. So I think no material fits into this very specific category of doing that. And I think with that said, I think no material can make its way into the side deck easily for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. The price point of this card is very cheap right now. Nobody's really looking at right now. And I highly recommend, if you don't have one, go this weekend and trade for it. Once again, the meta's gonna last about 2 months. We're getting a new ban list. We're getting probably a new set, which is probably gonna have a new meta in it. But nevertheless, it's still a good card overall to have. And it's relatively cheap right now. And I don't know if it's gonna stay this slow. I don't think it's gonna stay this slow. In fact, I'm pretty positive this card's gonna be spiking after this weekend, if not next weekend. So I highly recommend, I highly emphasize you go in and grab this card. Trade it, buy it, do it now, get it done fast. With the current market price of no materials being roughly around $19, Unlimited's roughly around $20. First edition's also around $21 for no material. And it's saying, like, you know, you can buy like 2 of these and be like, I think I'm kind of good to go. Now, you're really gonna want to play 3 of these. You can play 2, it's just 3's way better. Next is IP Masquerena Prismatic. With a current market price of $370, the card's price point currently is $342 and dropping. Of course it is. Listen, I think this is a great card. It's just not Appaloosa great. It doesn't go as many decks as Appaloosa can go into. And Appaloosa is the blowout card for the meta, in which you go make Appaloosa and then you do the rest of your combo because your opponent's definitely not making that Nibiru. And it's very important. So looking at IP Masquerena, it's not as important as Appaloosa. And more importantly, it doesn't share that almost near $400 price point Appaloosa does. It doesn't. Now, I think this card's still worth money. I think this card's still be worth a lot of money. In fact, this will probably be the most expensive card at a Chaos Impact. Just not as good, once again, as Appaloosa. Looking at Prismatic Appaloosa for Rising Rampage, the market price is shown to be $371. You wish. It's currently $393. And it quickly hits $400 within 3 sales. And you might go, well, V, those sales might, you know, that's a lot of money. Yeah, collectors will buy it. Competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players will buy it and play, as you're seeing right now. Its card's going all over the place, so I'm not surprised to see this card being used right now, even though I don't agree with it, even though I'm doing it myself. If I had a cigarette one, I would probably play Cigarette Appaloosa over the Prismatic. It's just a lot of money, but once again, collectors are showing them bling. Rarity, Gentlemen of the Night, do not care what you think. Do not care about anything other than highest rarity, max value. Can I get a foreign high rarity? Let's go with that. Put it in my deck and show it off. And I don't know, some of them do it to show off. I like high rarity things because I just like it for myself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'll probably do a whole video about rarity, Gentlemen of the Night. Rarity hoarders sound so demeaning. We're people too, man. Okay, Appaloosa Water Goddess Cigarette for Rising Rampage with a $69 market price. Unlimited's about $70. In fact, the name in first edition is roughly around $72, almost near $73. This card's good. I mean, realistically, this is the card you need to stop Nibiru. A lot of players have finally figured out a way within whatever deck they're playing, whether it be Thunder Dragons, any Orcus variants, to go into Appaloosa Bowl of the Goddess, and then continue their combos like nothing ever happened. Dragon Link players also go into it, like a Thunder Dragon, Dragon Link players, whatever. They go into this card, and then they do the whole full regular combo by showing you that Appaloosa going. You can't do nothing. Here's Appaloosa, and yeah, I'm gonna continue my combo and try to murder your face in, or create a board state in which you can't really play Yu-Gi-Oh! So this card is very important right now, and I don't know if it's gonna be important in the future. I don't know if the Secret Rare, more specifically, will be more important in the future. I don't know if the Prismatic's gonna be more important in the future. Though it'll still maintain a high price being the first prismatic set, the first high price prismatic set, like Star Dragon Ghost Rare. It's not seeing any play, but still high value because it's a Ghost Rare. It's the first Ghost Rare, and it's a main first Ghost Rare. So anyway, looking at Appaloosa, I think it might have some similar price point like that. And then IP Masquerade actually might change places eventually with Appaloosa, depending how the meta shifts. But only depending how the meta shifts is going to determine that card's price. If you want to know that, well, Paisanos, click the subscribe button down below if you're not subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button. I didn't get with the comment question of the day, but comment question of the day: are you a rarity whore? And if you're not, please tell me why. Some people might be because of finances. I know for me, for a very long time, it was because of finances. Some people might just be because they just don't like it. It's just not their thing. Some people are the opposite. And I have a buddy who's just like this. He has a Gold Rare Burning Abyss deck and a Gold Rare Cosmo deck, and he wants it like that. He has the ability to buy max rarity, whatever. He has it way better than me, but he chooses to buy the lowest rarity. He likes to have a rusty sheath with his sword. I like a golden sheath with my sword. And it's all player preference on rarity. At the end of the day, let's be honest, it's just player preference. It does nothing. Your Appaloosa is not different from my Appaloosa. It really does nothing other than mine have a little layer of foiling on it, where your foiling's done differently. So one thing, comment question of the day: what do you guys like as far as rarity? Highest rarity, lowest rarity, highest rarity, foreign, lower rarity. Comment down below, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. I have a poll up here, by the way, asking it. So you're gonna click on the poll and see what everyone else thinks, as well as commenting down below. Anyway, moving forward, Salamangreat Great Power Phoenix is not being used in Salamangreat Great, even though this card's insane. Salamangreat Greats just don't have room in the extra deck. Don't worry, Salamangreat players. Konami's probably gonna ban some cards and you'll make room. Yay. Chaos Impact Salamangreat Great Power Phoenix Prismatic Rare, $200. $109 is the actual price point. That's right. The card went from $200 prismatic to $109 discount dollars for Salamangreat Great Power Phoenix. Hopefully you guys got rid of yours when you're supposed to, because yeah, I still think this is a good card. Once again, I think maybe after a balanced hit, which Salamangreat probably is going to happen, I think Salad players will make room once again. You know, I think it will be a realistic thing. Moving forward, Marines Seahorse Prismatic, also with a $185 price point, is roughly around $180 to $184. This card's gonna go down in value. Marines are not seeing that kind of play. They're just not. I think they're still good. I think they still have the surprise factor for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players, so definitely will grant them wins. But they're not putting the numbers on board. And looking at other Marines cards, like what was the one I saw before? Blue Tang. Marines Blue Tang is another card for Chaos Impact with a $19 price point. It's starting to go lower than that. The card originally came out roughly around $40 for Blue Tang, but it's just going lower and lower and lower. And the reason is very simple. Even though Marines is a decent deck, almost in any other format, it'd probably be a really top tier contending deck. But specifically this format, where we have so much non-targeting removal, or cards don't really care about Marines as specifically because their deck just really works around it very well, this deck is not as good, which is really weird if you think about it, because this deck could be insane in any other format except this one. So looking at Marines Blue Tang, I do think that this card price will go down a little bit more in value. And personally speaking, I'm personally looking at building Marine sets. Just not now. Not yet. I want better versions of Swap Frogs, and I want to be forced to buy the ultis. Even though I'm a rarity gentleman of the night, ulti $90 Swap Frogs. That's not a fine wine. That's a knife inside a wine. Anyway, it's just not good. Moving forward, Weather Painted Snow. $8.08 on the market price is roughly around $9. Some guy in Nebraska made top with. If you were like V, I don't know. There's some good plays in Nebraska. Wrong. Nope. Sorry. Wrong. Some guys made top. I think it was top 8 with Weather Paint. First of all, props to you. I'm not even joking, by the way. Props to you for making it in with Weather Painters. That's number 1. Seriously. Number 2, Weather Painters. Nebraska, how far are we from Weather Painters to Boujon? Do you want some of this hot fire? Because I'll bring the hot fire to Nebraska. And I'll get my invite. Top 8 maybe even. And I don't think I'll be alone with Boujons. Who wants some of this? Weather painters? Nah, bro, you ain't ready for Boojans. I got double honest and a crane ready for your face. I don't know. I just saw that weather painters topping, and I was just like, Nebraska, you know, like imagine me to play in Nebraska and just losing that event and going, what am I doing in my life that this deck got over on me? Anyway, moving forward, Pot of Extravagance. I could go all day. I just the meta, how much I avoided it. It's cool, by the way. I was like, I wish I lived in Nebraska and got free invites with bad decks. I'm dead serious. I wish I had the ability to take a $40 starter deck POS, go to Nebraska, get an invite, and then weird flex like it's the most hottest thing in the world because, you know, I got my invite with a really bad deck that normally, you go anywhere else in this country, you'd get smacked around. But once again, weird flex, I'm not trying to really, you know, whatever. I seriously want to go play in Nebraska with a Brujan. Pot of Extravagance for Savage Strike. Coming out with a $72 market price. Unlimited is about $70. First edition is only near $75 for Pot of Extravagance. It's really weird with Pot of Extravagance. We're seeing it actually go out of control decks, like Alta Guys or Guru Control, and make its way into other decks, and then those decks top featuring Pot of Extravagance. And Konami, seriously, when are you going to reprint Pot of Extravagance? And when are you going to reprint Phantasme? These cards desperately need reprints. And yeah, it's good for the game. To not have it done, it's kind of insane. But looking at it right now, Pot of Extravagance and Phantasme obviously are the most needed reprints, and looking at Extravagance is obviously going to go higher in value as you see more non-linear decks go out with Extravagance and top with Extravagance, so it's kind of cool to see that. Next, Cyberdragon Nashtar. It's going to be $8. Current market price has a little bit under $8. Yeah, it's roughly around 11, and for first editions, I'll almost say $12 for Cyberdragon Nashtar. It's a card that's only being used in for the most part, besides Cyberdragon players. You guys are there. I see you. You're there. Realistically, Orcus. Orcus are utilizing this card because they can help pitch a card, they can help bring this card out, your opponent has to answer it, they can set a card face down, and then contact fusion. That's what it's used for, and that's what they're really utilizing this card. That's why it's going up so high in value. Then we have Chaos Dragon Levy and Knee, a card which has a $26 market price. Unlimited to roughly around 28. First edition is going to run you about almost say $30 for Chaos Dragon Levy and Knee. You're going to want to get 3 of these as you build a whole Chaos Dragon variant of a deck. Yeah, I mean, it's an expensive deck. I mean, if you have the Thunder Dragon build, all you need is $90 for the Chaos Dragon, Chaos Dragon 11 years. We'll get that in a second. Where's the other guy? You need Seafreets. They're like another $90 for that playset. And then you probably have the whole deck. Just, you know, Appaloosa, you didn't want that if you don't have it. Some other cute little cards. But nevertheless, it's a really expensive, really cute deck that can really mess you up badly if you allow everything to go through. For Pendulum players, nobody's playing anti-spell at the moment. Until now. Most Yu-Gi-Oh players moving forward are going to be realizing that Pendulum, more specifically, Endymion Magicians are a very good deck. I think at the tier 1 level. And I think, how do you combat that deck? Well, you play Anti-Spell Fragrance, and you extend the Handshake. Realistically, they can't really do much once you do that. They have to make a lot of awkward plays. And Anti-Spell is a card which has a bunch of printings. Ultra Rare from Battles of Legends is as low as 50 cents. It's all over the place, as well as commons, Ultra Rares. It's relatively easy to get, but I think we're going to see a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh players moving forward sign in Anti-Spell Fragrance, as it is a good card. And then we have Joe and Lockwood coming out of OTS 1 Pack 8 with a $46 market price. Unlimited, it's about $52. And that's another thing about Joe and Lockwood. I think this card's really good right now, but nobody realizes it. With everyone focusing on whatever the deck they're playing in the meta, Joe and Lockwood is an amazing card. I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players have just forgotten about it, to be honest with you. Joe and Lockwood has a lot of decks in their tracks. A lot of decks like Orcus variants, not really Orcus variants. There's a lot of decks in general, I guess. I mean, obviously Pendulums, but I think there's a lot of decks in general, and just bring it to your locals, take it inside and try it out. Maybe kind of Orcus, not really. I mean, after they tank, you don't really need it, but nevertheless, I think Joe and Lockwood's a good card. I had an argument for it, and I can hear right now because my idiot friend's trying to get in the door, and I'm recording a video, and it's throwing the crap out of me. But nevertheless, Joe and Lockwood's a good card. Moving forward, Dark Ruler No More coming out of 20, and I'm dead serious about it. He was knocking at the door, and I told him don't, but Dark Ruler No More coming out of 2019 Megatins with a $3 market price. It's roughly around $3. This is a really good card. I don't know if this card's going to maintain a low price point. I think it's really good and really underestimated, and I could easily see this card going up higher in value in the future. If you already have a playset, you might want to consider trading or even buying more. $3 is a relatively low price point for a card out of 2019 Gold Star 10. It's a really broken card, and once again, I think this card can go way higher than it currently is in value. For you Pendulum players, I didn't forget about you. You guys running Secret Vigil Spellcasters, definitely want to up that count. It's a very good card. I think, once again, this is the kind of card you really want to play against anybody, realistically. I mean, you want to blind end your board state with a Secret Vigil Spellcaster, if you don't know what your opponent's playing, obviously. I think it's a very good card. came out reprinted in Infinity Chases as a super rare with a $76 market price. Then we have C3. There it is right there. C3 with a $29 market price is roughly around there for about $29. You're gonna want to play 3 of these if you play Thunder Dragon combo. Yeah, no, 3 of these if you play Thunder Dragon combo with the 3 Levineers. I mean, if you have them already, you're good to go. This card was insanely hard to pull, but if you had your 3 and you have your Levineers, it's a good deck. It has a great opening board combo if you don't get hit with, you know, unlock. Moving forward, KONAMI is another card going up higher in value as Yu-Gi-Oh players are turning to other cheaper decks. Two Dracos is one of the best decks right now. That's insanely cheap. And with KONAMI, I mean, being the money card, because Two Draco players always make one card the money card. It's like a crown that just passed along to whatever card has not been reprinted recently. But looking at KONAMI, with his last printing in Dual Power, which is still showing it to be at $12, this is the card. KONAMI is a really good card. I think it's going to see a lot more play with Two Dracos as they always trying to find a way to swap out whoever the king is, the new king money card. And, you know, KONAMI is definitely currently the most highest priced card. With a current market price of roughly around $9 and all printings besides Dual Power with $7 printing. KONAMI is range from anywhere from $12 to about $14 to at most $15 for the Secret coming out Legendary Collection Kaiba. Then we have Artifact Lancia. I mean, just recently got reprinted Dual Devastator. You have Artifact Psy from Battles of Legendary Revenge. The Ultra Rare is about 20 cents. And you have the Artifact Sanctum, the money card. Artifact Sanctum with a $11.50 market price for the Battles of Legendary Secret Rare one, roughly around $12. It's stable at the current price point. Some people have decided to play 2 of them with like Trap Trick. People starting to play 3 of them and still maybe run Trap Trick or not run Trap Trick. They'll have the choice at that point. But once again, it goes back to the beginning of the video when I said about Artifact Sanctum and all these cards. It's just, can I stop your tempo this turn? The minute I do that, even control players are looking at that, because the minute I stop your tempo and I set my board up, even though you went first, the game's over. And that's something that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are realizing and starting to get a hang of. And as we move forward, we're gonna see a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh players do this kind of setup until the meta changes, which hopefully once again around January we will have a new ban list. Hopefully we'll have a new set with some new tier 1 decks. But currently as it stands right now, that's the name of the game. Can I stop your tempo and do mine? That's what it comes down to. Overall, can I stop what you're doing and do it and do my own plays? And then will you stop me? If not, I'm gonna do my own plays. Or can you just whenever board you set up, can I break it using all kinds of weird kind of cards like, you know, Nibiru and all that jazz? But for the most part, there's a lot of hidden stuff in here. Like once again, like I said, Drill and Lockbird early in the video. I didn't get a chance to talk about it because I got interrupted, but Drill and Lockbird is still a phenomenal card. I think a lot of you players underestimate this card, and I think it's highly just forgotten about. Once again, a lot of people probably forgot about the effects of Drill and Lockbird. Well, they're gonna remember what those effects do as the card slowly makes its way into the meta. And I really do think this card is slowly making its way into the meta. So keep an eye on this card. Keep an eye on all these cards because it's definitely gonna change the game in the next 2 months. Anyway, Paisano, it's your boy V. Check me out on Instagram, guys, if you want to follow me on my journey going to regionals this weekend. And you Paisanos have a great day.